Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Gonna do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2016 Kubota L4701 that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions. I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, tell you anything that I know about this particular machine, and then of course we'll fire it up. We'll run it through its paces. Let you hear the engine, show you the pins on the backhoe, show you the pins on the loader, show you the hydraulics are strong. Then of course lift the front end up and back up, show you the four-wheel drive works. As always, if you are in the market for a used tractor, a used piece of ag equipment, or a used piece of construction equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one is a 2016 Kubota L4701 OROPS four-wheel drive. It's got the LA765 front loader with skid steer mount quick attach. This one has the BH92 Backhoe, which was the bigger backhoe option that you could put on these L4701s. Hydro transmission, R4 tires. We do have the 3-point. This one has 283 hours. It's a one-owner tractor, local guy. We just traded it in. Cranks up, runs great. Like I said, here in a little bit, we'll show you these front pins nice and tight like they should be. For now, though, I'll just get up close, show you the condition, show you everything. As you'll see here, orange paint's nice and bright still. It was always stored inside his barn. You'll see some scuffs and scratches here and there, nothing out of the ordinary. It is a used tractor. Some scuffs and scratches there, but as you can see, that orange paint's nice and bright. Honestly, the decals are still pretty doggone good for a 9-year-old tractor. Kubota's decals, as you're aware, are not the greatest. Sold new and over in Covington. We've got the books and stuff for this tractor as well. Looking at the front tire here, as you can see there, I'm gonna say we are 70% tread depth. I think I'm being very fair there. These R4s don't start with super deep tread bars to begin with. No weather checking to speak of. And then as I get up close here to this front rim, you can see there, nice and bright orange paint. Honestly, pretty good all the way around the edge. Couple small little nicks in the paint on the outer edges there. Couple little scuffs at the bottom, nothing major there. Coming and looking at the rear fender on this side, as you can see there, fender's nice and straight, no huge dents or dings. There are some small paint chips here and there. Again, used 9-year-old tractor, but as you can see here, this paint is very bright and reflective. Try to go slow here. You'll see on the other side a little better. The sun behind us is so bright here, it's kind of hard to see. A couple little scuffs and scratches here and there, little paint chips. Down underneath the fender on this side's really good. Looking at the rear tire on this side, again, 75% or more tread depth there. Really no weather checking to speak of here. Taking a little step back. Looking at the rear rim on this side, again, that orange paint's pretty bright. Some scuffs around that edges here. I don't know how well you guys can even see them, but there are some scuffs in the paint, couple little chips here. Again, nothing out of the ordinary for a used tractor. Coming around the back, taking a look at that BH92 Backhoe. They put some boards in there on the outriggers. Everything else looks good here on this outrigger. You'll see here in a little bit, those are nice and strong. Everything down here looks good. Same thing here on the boom and the stick. This orange paint, very bright, nice and reflective. Nothing that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. Trying to go slow here so you can see everything. That bucket still retains 75% of the original orange paint. The teeth are all good. Here on the back, everything looks good. Again, just some general small scuffs, scratches here and there on the paint. Coming to this side, again, bucket looks good over here. Boom and the stick on this side, again, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. I'm going to try to keep the camera in the right position here so that sun doesn't shine through, but you'll see just how bright and reflective that orange paint is there. You can see stuff in the background. There you can see the outrigger in the reflection. Again, everything down here looks really good. 92 portion of that decal's peeled off. Control levers look good. Seats in good shape. Coming over here to this outrigger, everything looks good over here. Again, just some small paint chips, scuff scratches here and there. Looking at the rear tire on this side, matches up really well to the other side. Lots of life left here, as there should be. Again, really no weather checking to speak of there. And then taking a little step back, looking at the rear rim on this side. Again, that orange paint's nice and bright. A few little small scuffs and scratches, little paint chips here and there. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Everything looks good in there. Up underneath the fender on this side, everything looks really good underneath the fender. And then, of course, taking a look at the fender on this side. Again, very straight, no huge dents or dings. Again, there you can see. Very clean machine. Taking a look at the front tire on this side, matches up really well to the other side. Plenty of life left there. Again, really no weather checking here to speak of. And taking a look at the front rim on this side. Again, that orange paint's pretty bright. There's some smudges, scuffs and scratches here and there. That actually looks like it might be maybe some grease there. Couple little paint chips on the outer edge, nothing out of the ordinary. Looking at the loader arm on this side, again, nice and straight, nothing that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. There's some scuffs here in the paint, you can see some scuffing there, but again, otherwise very, very good. Nothing that looks like it's been cracked or welded on either loader arm or the back of that skid steer mount plate. Take a good look here at the front bucket. Bucket still retains 90% of that original orange paint. There is just a slight bow up in that bottom edge of that bucket, you can see there. Otherwise, no big dents or dings. That crossbar, everything looks good there. Same thing here. Just a little bit of a fade starting on that top crossbar there. Again, it is a 9-year-old tractor. The grill guard's in good shape. I've already got it unlatched. Just some typical scuffs and scratches there in the grill guard. That black mesh plastic up here, that grill, everything looks really good there. The headlights both look good. Nothing I'm seeing out of the ordinary there. Some scuffs and scratches up here you can see in that paint. But again, down here on the sides, really good. Up top, it's nice and bright. There are just some scuffs and scratches here, a few scuffs and scratches here. Again, it is a 9-year-old used tractor. Shocks are nice and strong there. Everything looks pretty well normal there. Down here, everything looks good. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Air breather looks good, battery's good. Fins on the cooler here are good. Radiator fins are nice and straight in there. Up top there in the engine, everything looks good. Bottom side of that hood, everything looks good. Try to, there you can see how reflective the side of the engine enclosure is, that hood. Looking in here, you'll see just a little dust and dirt, but nice and clean, nice and dry. No oil or diesel running anywhere. Try to come down here and try not to smack the microphone too much. There you can see on the side of the block. Again, no oil, diesel, or antifreeze running anywhere. Everything looks really good there. A little bit of dust and dirt, but no big deal. Oil pan looks good. Back side of that front axle, everything looks good. That shield in front of the steering cylinder, everything's good there. We'll go over to the other side. Same thing on this side. That shield's good in front of that steering axle. Try to come in here and try to, it's hard sometimes when the sun's super bright, but there you can see side of the block, again, nice and clean. No oil or diesel or antifreeze running anywhere. here, you can see down in there, everything looks really good there. Trying not to bump the microphone too much here, sorry if I am. Alright, down here the oil pan looks good. Back side of that front axle looks good. Take a look at the operator station here. That step's pretty good, just some paint chipped off, typical wear from a used tractor. Platform looks good. Brake pedals are good. Hydro pedal is good. Does have cruise control, 3-range hydro, your 4-wheel drive, your diff lock. Looking at the seat looks good. I'm not seeing any cuts or tears there in that bottom portion of that seat. Same thing there with that backrest. Everything looks pretty good there. Inside of this fender over here looks good. Inside of this fender, everything looks pretty darn good. Loader control lever, everything looks really good there. Steering wheel, everything looks good down here. All your light switches are good. Your buttons over here, down in the dash, everything looks good there. 283 hours. Up here, what we call the cowl is actually pretty good. A lot of times you'll see this, for whatever reason, this plastic piece fades faster than all the other pieces, but this one's nice and bright still. There are some scuffs and scratches up here, as you can see, but overall pretty darn good. All right, like I said, this one's a 2016 L4701, 283 hours. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll get that hood shut, we'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.